play around equipment rather than anything.
The problem with a card like Spell Pierce, particularly, is I think that you're likely to want to bring in the Path to Exile, period.
Yes.
And then Path to Exile and Spell Pierce don't play very well together. But then on top of that, for a lot of that game, we saw that much of the removal that was being cast by Thor, he had a lot of other mana up.
That's true. So, Thor's deck does feature a good amount of land, seeing that it plays Step Links, 8, 12. So, actually, 18 land. So I'm just making stuff up. That's only 18 land from Thor. He just had a very land-heavy draw that game.
18 land is more than you need.
Yeah, you need 2 in play. So I would expect Adam to side out his Vendilion Clicks.
Thor chooses to play, not a big surprise.
Yeah. I like this deck list, though, this almost Team USA red, white, and blue deck. It's sort of attacked Delver from a different angle.
You know, it's interesting. I don't know if I like it. I know I liked the counter burn deck because I liked Fire Blast, Price of Progress, and Delver together.
Right.
This Step Links is interesting, but I guess having only watched that one game, I would need to see more to be able to have a real sense of whether I like it or not. Obviously, things didn't work out there for Thor bags, but I would need more.
Right.
I really don't know how I feel about Path to Exile in a deck where I imagine the things that make me excited about it are the scary burn spells.
Right. You also have to remember that Step Links wasn't on turn 1. It was something like a turn 3 Step Links, and then he drew another one like turn 5, and then another one turn 6. So not the turns you want to draw Step Links. Definitely, probably not the one drop he wants to have. He probably would prefer Delver or Guide. So expect Adam to pretty much aggressively mulligan to something like Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile, just something to stop the initial beats, because his spells are way more powerful, and once he can land something like Jace, Geist, Knight, Jite, Green Sun Zenith for Knight, something like that, he's going to be able to take control of the game.
One of the things I'm actually really surprised about, there was a really big moment there where Adam Kai was possibly under the gun for being controlled out of the game. And what ended up happening instead is that he basically ended up having a whole bunch of creatures stay in play for a while. And I kind of wonder if there was an opportunity Thor had in there to use his burn less aggressively and more controlling and just mop up the table, rendering a card like Umezawa's Jite much less effective.
Right. I generally don't like killing the mana creatures unless they have stumbled.
Well, I mean, I don't like killing the mana creatures in general in that situation either, but once we got to that point where, I mean, when he tossed Burn to the face,
right.
I think that was a little premature.
I see what you're saying.
And if he hadn't done that, then the Aven Mind Sensor would not have connected. There would not have been any Umezawa's Jite counters, and it would have just been a blank board versus I believe, a Step Links.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't really understand the Burn to the face.
Well, you called it out. You
Right.
said that if he top decks a Burn, he wins.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know if you want to make that gamble.
Yeah, plus he had already used a lot of Burn at that point, too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't like just pointing the spell and praying. Thor felt like it was his best chance.
I like pointing and praying I don't like to pray ever, but I like pointing and praying if I'm reduced to having to pray to win the game. Knowing when to throw the Hail Mary is a big deal.
So Thor on the play, Fetchland, Volcanic Island, Delver. The one drop he wants most, Delver's Secrets, the one that makes it all work.
And like I said, we've got Adam Kai here. This is actually Bant, not Maverick.
So Fetchland for Adam, both players on 19.
This is not no Bant. This is just Bant.
This is no Force of Will Bant.
No foul, no Bant.
No foul, no Bant. I like it. We can popularize that.
Oh, no, thank you.
So Savannah gets tapped, and looks like Noble Hierarch is getting cast.
Will the Delver do its work? No. Good card, though, I bet.
Step Links. So I see a mitt full of red cards for Thor Bags. We'll see if he kills that Noble again. He certainly did game 1.
I like killing the elf.
Right now I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, turn 1, kill the elf, or turn 2, kill the elf. That's usually a good play.
Yeah. Especially since your turn 1 was a creature.
Thor goes down to 18, and Adam Kai, currently at 19. Or, pardon me, not currently at 19, probably soon to be at 19. Oh, no, he's currently at 19. My bad.
Soon to be at 18.
Yeah, soon to be at 18. There's the links.
There's the links.
Kill the elf.
Do it, Thor.
Kill the elf.
Oh, he has a Grim Lava Man. So
Oh,
that's why
never
he's
mind.
thinking about it.
Never mind. Then just, yeah. And now attack with the Delver. It is not a 1-1, it is a 0-1.
You can attack.
It is not a 1-1, it is a 0-1. That Noble Hierarch is not scary.
Not yet. And
there we go.
Yes.
18 to
In
18.
for 1. So a tight match, tied life totals. So unless Adam can kill that Grim Lavamancer right now, that's going to start picking off his creatures very quickly. And whether Thor draws an instant or sorcery, or whether Thor draws a land, either one are good, because either one pumps his creatures. The only thing he doesn't really want to draw here is a creature.
Looks like... I can't tell if it's a path or a swords. We'll find out in a moment.
Looks like swords.
Apparently a swords.
Though neither player wrote down life. Actually might be a path. Thor might just have forgotten to search for a land there. So Adam searches up a savannah.
Okay, that's path. And there was no search.
No search. Probably used to playing something like a Rug Delver, which has no basics, was Thor. This deck, 2 basics.
Or, is that a mountain in his hand? He might not have any basics left in his deck. They might both be in his hand.
Maybe. So Stoneforge Mystic resolves. And Adam Kai searches his deck for a Sword of Feast and Famine.
Oh, I do see a mountain in the hand.
Okay. If there's a mountain and an island, then that makes sense. Those might be lightning bolts.
17 for Thomas, or for Thor, I believe. No, for pardon me, that's not correct.
17 to 18.
17 to 18, but there's a chain lightning.
Does not reveal
We
it to
got
Delver, though.
Adam at 17, Thor at 18, apparently. This fetch land from Adam, dropping him down for 1.
Right. So Delver remains a 1/1.
Oh, did he not reveal?
He didn't reveal. He just put it straight to his hand.
Oh.
So we'll see if Thor Bags can recover from the couple miscues here. I have to imagine he'll just burn these 2 creatures right out.
Zot. That goes in the graveyard, not in your hand.
And attack
In for 1.
So he might have learned his lesson. He might let the mana creature live, but this time I actually think it's incorrect to let the mana creature live. His only source of blue mana and a body for sword.
And a means to definitely cast the sword.
Right.
Now he has that mana anyway, but still.
Yep. Knight of the Reliquary drawn this turn for Adam Kai.
We're going to see the sword.
The Knight.
That is a Knight of the Reliquary.
And that's not good for Thor Bags.
Thor reveals a path. Remembering. There is the insect. Adam Kai could be a couple points lower right now, but
we'll see if it ends up mattering. Path is the perfect draw there, too. Path's during his main phase, so Adam will get to use that basic during his turn. Wants to get in with that Step Links. Oh, no, that's an 0-1 Step Links.
I swear I saw a mountain in his hand. Maybe I just missee it.
It might be a lightning bolt. Yeah, I think Thor should have probably pathed upkeep, so Adam didn't get to use that land.
Yeah, if he didn't have a way to make the step lengths attack, an upkeep path would have been a better way to go about it.
He might be afraid of Sujiri step. Probably also doesn't want Adam to fetch up amazingly.
Oh yeah, actually, never mind. I actually agree with going path main phase. Honestly, having the knight activate even once is something I don't like doing.
Yeah.
Is that an Umezawa's Jite naturally in Adam Kai's hand?
It is. That probably explains why he fetched up the Sword of Feast and Famine.
There is a Jite. He equips.
Equips?
Oh, mistake here. Response bolts. That's wrong.
Yeah, should have waited till the Exalted triggers were on the stack.
Make some mana. And for those of you who are just joining us, this is the Star City Games Live Open Series here in Atlanta. We've definitely had some technical difficulties, and we're broadcasting right now live in the middle of this round 6 match between Bant and USA Delver. That is not no Bant, just Bant. And we will have this round recorded. It will be replaying later throughout the day at different points, and also be in our archives as well. So if you want to see the full match, if you missed some of it, just come on back to the Star City Games Live archives, and also expect to see it in some of the replays.
Yep.
Thanks for helping us out here by waiting for the stream to come back up.
Yep. And if you are just joining us, we're in Game 2. Adam Kai won Game 1 of this matchup, and is now connecting with the Jite with 2 counters, killing the Delver. Yeah, if Thor just waited till Adam attacked with that Noble, Jite would have 0 counters on it, and his Delver would be alive. Thor draws Wooded Foothills, so that Step Lynx is going to crash for 4, and that Noble will be burned out. I think they're correcting the life totals right now. And they must be correct, so we're searching the library, looking for a land here. Gets Plateau. And Thor attacks for 4, bringing Adam to 8. And Thor says go. Adam untaps and draws.
Is that a Vendilion click? I wasn't 100% sure. It looked blue to me, but it didn't look like a Jace.
I can't tell. We'll see if Adam sends the Noble in.
Lightning Helix.
Man down. Thor bags up to 19 life. Important to note, if Thor had flipped that Delver, Adam would be dead right now.
There is another Noble Hierarch.
Adam sacks Horizon Canopy, trying to dig, draws a Caracas, not what he needed.
Sword of Feast and Famine still in hand.
Yep. So his hand is Sword of Feast and Famine, Caracas, and an unknown card, possibly a Vendilion Click, which he can only cast by tapping that Noble Hierarch.
Drop the sword. There we go.
There
dropping the sword.
Oh, choke.
Whoa,
How
choke.
about that? That's not a blue card at all. So Both the volcanic island and the tropical island tap down forever.
Adam is not immune to his own choke.
Nope. So Thor draws Tundra, and that'll hop into play. Making step links at 2-3.
Down to 6.
Takes it down to 6. And if I'm Thor, I bolt that Hierarch now to prevent Adam from accessing any blue mana. So Adam looking through his graveyard, possibly a Knight of the Reliquary drawn. Right now, Thor bags 1 burn spell away from killing Adam Kai. Any burn spell in his deck would do it, be it Lightning Helix, Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt, or Price of Progress. But Adam
4 mana.
tapping 4.
Sword of Feast and Famine, and then equip onto the Noble Hierarch by tapping it? Nope, not sure what he's doing. Does he have Elspeth in his board?
He doesn't.
Okay.
No Elspeth.
Just checking.
He's also checking his sideboard. He wants to see what he sided out, I think. Or sided in, more likely. Must be a Green Sun Zenith he's drawn.
Oh, that makes sense. Green Sun's for 4, or casting it at 4 mana to get a Knight of the Reliquary at 3 for the X.
Right. But instead, he decides on 2, most likely going to get a Scavenging Ooze, I would guess. Scavenging Ooze will let him gain those precious points of life that he needs, so he can get the chance to equip Jite to something and actually connect.
It looks like Adam Kai's deck is just chock full of commander cards.
Yeah, it is.
It's Commander Bant.
So Scavenging Ooze it is. That will remove 2 cards from Thorbag's graveyard, probably right now, to go up to 8 life. I really like the way that Adam Kai has played this match. I think he's made a lot of plays that not a lot of other players would.
And I think what we're going to see here is Thor is going to consider shooting the Scavenging Ooze in response to the first Eat. This won't stop Adam from gaining the 2 life, but it will stop Adam from having a 4/4 in play.
Right, I think he has to. Otherwise, that'll just put him out of reach. So
he lets it resolve. Now Adam doesn't actually have to activate the second one.
Right.
He can just untap on the next turn and have it be unstoppable.
Exactly. Definitely should have been bolted in response. Oh
no. Thor.
What? Yep, up to 2 counters on that. That's a 4/4 with 3 damage on it.
No, buddy, I meant to do it in response to the first one. Not what you said. And that's going to be the game.
Yeah. Unless Thor draws a Path to Exile or something like that.
Right now, I mean... like,
Price of Progress would do it.
Is that a price? No!
Yeah, this will be the game. As soon as Adam untaps with that Ooze, he's going to be able to gain a lot of life.
Scavenging Ooze is awesome.
It really is. It's not just a creature card, too. It can exile anything, but only creatures give it a +1/+1 counter.
It's like a super-powered Withered Wretch.
Yeah.
Now, notice Thor bags there fetching up a mountain. A mountain that even might even be an Arabian mountain.
It is, I think.
And a mountain that he could have fetched earlier with the Path to Exile.
So Adam takes 4, goes to 4, but now
it's all over.
He is in control. He can gain up to 4 life at will right now if he wants to, which he does. He wants to make sure nothing can kill him.
And then that means he can effectively gain 4 more life off the Jite.
Right.
He won't do that, but he could. And Thor bags, packs it up, packs it in.
Adam Kai escapes narrowly from the USA Delver deck at 5 life. Takes it down with Scavenging Ooze, Commander Technology.